How's it going, everybody? We are out at EVO 2025. We're just finishing up setup the night before. Everything's just kind of getting put away. We'll be back 8:30 in the morning and do a tour. We've got all the guys out here. A couple of them are still wrapping up a couple things. But yeah, we're really looking forward to it. We're running 3 days this time, so you'll have plenty of time to come on out and check us out if you're here. But yeah, I think the whole space is pretty much ready. There's maybe only a very small number of down games this time. Did a pretty darn good job with it, I think. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to this year. It's gonna be great. We've got a lot of pins lined up here, a few other things. We'll walk and talk like we did last time. But yeah, we're gonna close up for the night. Get ready to come back in the morning and see all you wonderful faces. So we will be right back and get this tour on the road. We're looking forward to it. We'll see you soon. All right, we're back for last day of EVO. Everybody is watching pool, so it's kind of died down a little bit, but we've been busy all weekend. Finally getting around to doing this walk. We're gonna take a look at everything with our good friends Lemony and Misu here from the other two providers, 100 Yen Life and Arcade Solutions. Let's go ahead and just walk on down aisle after aisle, and we'll kind of comment on a couple things here. Really glad. Yeah.
This is a cool classic rhythm game that not enough people play. It has some ridiculously tight timing windows. And could really benefit from a headphone jack.
Oh yeah, it was definitely expressed to us the concern that nobody would be playing it, but I knew there would be that one or two people that come through and they're, you know, that's the game that they're gonna sit down at. That's the only game they're really gonna play. There was one guy here earlier, and I went up to him, make sure to thank him for playing because we brought it out specifically, you know. That's one of those games where, like, if you know it, you know it.
There was an EVO championship, I'm forgetting his name, like Gokai or something, who was actually playing Bogard yesterday.
Oh,
and
wow.
we wanted to go knock his water bottle off the control panel while he's playing.
Yeah.
Now, speaking of games nobody would play, here are two of my favorites.
Quiz and Dragons, man.
Quiz and Dragon, the only the only English quiz game ever released.
You saw this.
And then
Yeah, there's a lot of people that like this one. This was a CPS2, right?
CPS
A CPS1.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, CPS2.
Yeah, no, a lot of people grew up with that though in arcades out here.
The funny thing with this game right now, though, is when you ask you questions, you need to make sure you're in the 1996 context. Because there's like a question is, what country has the largest population? And it has China and India on it. Well, the question is not what country has the largest population, it's what country has the largest population in 1996 when this game came out. So that's fun. The other one is Higurashi no Nakani John, which is a Mahjong game. One of the few Mahjong games that is not titties. Also ridiculously high production value. And I was curious if non-Japanese would actually play this, and there were actually a fair amount of white people playing it.
Yeah, it's definitely known in the community. It's not an easy game to come up, and
like the production values on this for a Mahjong game are absolutely bonkers.
yeah, they did a really good job of making it look like a visual novel as well.
Yep.
Like the actual software, the text and whatnot all kind of has that same vibe. Actually, I mean, it basically uses EndScripter.
Yep.
That's a very cool one. I'm after it still. He was fortunate enough to get one already, but
I saw it in one of the Japanese stores, and I fucking bought it in a heartbeat.
yeah, that's one of those. You don't worry about the price. You just get it when you can get it.
Oh, yeah.
I was walking down the other end, Pac-Mania. I was really happy to point that someone had not seen Pac-Mania before. I was really happy to talk to him about that because this is one of my favorite Pac-Man games. It's a good game.
I should try it.
But yeah, try that out if you're interested at all in like Pac-Man, stuff like that. Of course, our regular Hyper Bishibashi, Mr. Driller. Let's come on over by the staff booth, say hi to everybody. Say hi, everybody.
Hi, David.
got some more interesting games down here, of course. Gem Fighters. This guy was a Technomancer? Yeah. So, I don't even remember where we got this. But this is a really neat game, not one that you're going to see out very often, but some neat vibes with that. Just going to keep on walking. Go ahead, stop me if you want to talk about anything. Tenkamori Shooting, very cool shooting puzzle game. Of course, got our MVC setups. They're kind of spread out all over the place. We've got one on Showcase. We've got TVC2. Not TVC2. Windjammers, Third Strike, all the classics. Hexion.
Big Sweets.
Yeah. A couple cave sluts all spread around. I'm surprised. That's our Gradius 4, isn't it? Not your guys's? Yeah. I don't know. I'm really stoked to get that. Gradius 4 was my first PCB, actually, that I ever owned. Not that one in particular, but it was the first game I ever bought. But
Is that running on the Viper?
that's running on. Is it Viper? It's that weird. I forgot what hard. As what's it called? Silent Scope. Yeah, that's Viper, I think. Martial Champion. This one.
Salamander 2.
Salamander 2.
Fantastic
Yeah.
game.
Red Earth. I think just because we have so many Third Strikes, you know, take one of them and at least run.
Red Earth is the Van
This
Bassett
is
game.
a pretty stressful fighting game. This is Tokidenso Angel Eyes. This is Tecmo's first fighting game, and they were using this game to actually both learn how to do fighting game mechanics and learn how to do 3D. They could not afford to make a full 3D game, but they knew they wanted to make the 3D game afterwards, which would become Dead or Alive. And so what they did in this game is they mixed they mixed 2D sprites and 3D sprites into the same game. So this one is not super as obvious, but some of them are really bad 3D sprite models, but
Yeah.
it's kind of cool to see. You see a lot of inspiration of what would become DOA in this game.
This is Lebanese Mortal Kombat panel, if I remember right.
this is
Ours is not up and running right now, but
This one, I've had to. I originally had concave buttons in there to try and simulate like the American cabinets, but they were manufactured improperly, so they were really tiny. So, actually, they were too big. They would get stuck on the rims. So I had to pop the plungers back out, go with normal Sanwa buttons. But I mean, it's always a great time when people say, "Dude, you guys need to have more Mortal Kombat 3," and hey, I brought it, you know.
also notably, this is an Astra City 2, which is an incredibly rare variant of the Astra City.
This is what I call my jank city too. This
Yeah.
thing was in rough shape when I got it.
Yeah, it was. But, beggars can't be choosers with this
Yeah.
thing. So this came out right around, I don't know if it was before or during the release of the Blast City, but the idea with this cabinet was to be able to fit a Model 3.
Yeah.
And if you come around the back here, you can look at this, the normal backs on the Astra Cities, and you've got this Astra City 2 has this gigantic ass sticking out here.
Baby got back.
Yep. And if you pop open this back, you'll see there's a rail that you slot the entire board in there.
Yep.
I don't remember. Yours has the asset tag. So like on the back here, it says it should be I think it was Virtua Fighter. Yeah.
Yep.
So that's what these were made for. And it was just kind of like an alternative to the Blast City. I think they just didn't make very many because with the Blast City coming out and becoming really prevalent, it just didn't really pick up. So I'm coming back. Just gonna take a quick little look over here at other stuff. Looks like we have one of our Super Mario boards running over there. We got a whole ton of those in one of our PCB pickups before. So if you guys want some Super Marios, I've got like 6 of them. But yeah, coming on over here to the other classic American games, we've got Killer Instinct.
Yep. My personal favorite. I have a very soft spot for Killer Instinct. My younger brother and I would play Killer Instinct until the sun rose one summer before he passed away. Killer Instinct is something that's always maintained a place in my heart. When I started arcade collecting, I was like, okay, I've got to get a Killer Instinct board. And the right offer came to me. A friend of mine offered one to me, and I was like, okay, that's it. This is never going to leave my collection. I will die with this. It'll be buried with me.
I remember playing it on my Game Boy.
Yeah.
Of all things, you know. Like, I have memories of even that.
We got Street Fighter EX. Is this EX or EX2?
It's EX2.
Alright.
The only good EX.
Yeah, so this is an EX2 Plus. This is just vanilla EX2.
Yep.
Yeah, the EX Plus is over there.
Come on down the line. We've got a couple classics on this side.
So one of the cool things we did in working with the Virtual Fighter kind of set up a mini history of Virtual Fighter. We go 1, 2, we go into kids because it came out before 3. Obviously on the little tiny pony cap. Into 3, 4, and 5. And actually at the Sega booth, way over there, we have a New Net City set up running 5 Revo, which is the current version for them.
Yeah, we can run on over there a little later. 5's hard to get, by the way. For anybody that that might wonder why you don't see those out in arcades, they're pretty sought after still. I think the last time I saw them was still over 600 bucks.
3 is a pain in the ass too.
A couple obscure ones in the back over here. Coming back around. Interspersing more cave shooters in. We've got Danganronpa on. Come on over here in the next row. Letting them rip over on this Versus City here with Beyblade. It's definitely a board I am looking out to get. How did you get this, by the way?
You can buy it on the eBay. They're Korean sellers. It's not even that. Well, it's getting expensive. The Crystal system it's on. This is the cheapest game you can buy on a Crystal system, but that system itself is getting $400 or $500. This is my baby in some funny ways. It's a funny game that was introduced to me, and it's got a lot more depth than you would think for a Beyblade fighting game. Only released in Korea, which makes it a little bit hard to find. The systems are you select a character which designates your special, then you have more components of the Beyblade you customize when you're selecting your character, and that actually defines a lot of the dynamics of the game.
Anyway, a very cool one. I had not seen it before. Definitely put it on my buy list. The classic fighters all down here. They require no introduction. On this side, we've got more classics. Monkey Ball. Power Smash. I still need to make a 4-player for this. Need to remember, I want to make a Versus City with 4 players.
Yeah, it's not so tough.
For Power Stone, yeah.
The 4-player harness, if you have a Capcom IO, is really easy to make.
Virtual on, always necessary. They
So did you hear the announcement? You know about Arcade?
They did not put one of the community flyers on this year. I think they did last time. Well, it looks like they had a BYOC.
So they implemented certain.
Getting more into the LCD cabs on this end. Let's come on down. We haven't done this row yet, I think. More classics, more cave. Macross, that's an excellent old shmup. A lot of people don't know about it, but that's a good one. We've got our first Exa setup here with the, this is the second pill, right?
What?
This is the second one, Scarlet?
Yeah, but it is an extra running on 31 kilohertz. It's pretty cool.
Don't they support 31 kilohertz?
Yeah,
they do.
Nobody does it.
Yeah, nobody does it. They look great. They play great, yeah.
This game, all the games look great.
I think we ended up with 2 copies of Black Label running, but it is what it is. So we've got a lot more of our variety here and our classic candies from Lemony we had last time. And take a look at how sharp this looks. Well, I mean, I guess you can't really see as much on the camera, but like, man, you got some sharp-ass monitors on here.
I would like to thank David for giving me this wonderful little mini cube.
Yes,
that came out
it's
of
beautiful.
His personal collection.
This one was in my personal collection in my room. Passed it on for a albeit more beat up, but much bluer one. So I was very happy with that. I'm glad you're enjoying it. This was a nice cab. We're coming back around to the Corral 25.
This is Misfit Craft. It is notorious for committing many levels of copyright violation. The designer wanted to make this stuff, and he was Korean, and there was no copyright law. So they just took all of StarCraft 2, StarCraft 2 assets,
Yeah, I was just
and
talking
dumped it
about
into a
this.
game.
This is crazy. It came out the same year as StarCraft 1. I can't find literally nothing about this online.
Yeah, it's essentially, they made it for a few months, and then they got sued into oblivion.
I was trying to die so I could show them the title screen. It's literally just stolen.
Well, we want to take a look at it too. So
Here, wait, watch it. It's gonna pop up.
That is a Space Marine.
Here, look.
That is a
never
company
heard
that
of
doesn't
it.
exist
Yeah,
anymore.
No, not at all. Look at this. This drove me crazy.
if you want to check it out, fire up Babe. It's there.
Yeah,
Here,
it's
go
my
ahead.
name.
Go ahead and play it.
It's not good, but it's funny.
We've got the shmup skill test over here. Was there anything else significant on this row? I don't think so.
That's final. Thank you.
Yep. Let's come around, do the pins. We'll walk by the Voodoo Ranger booth. The lovely gents over at 2XKO over here. Working the mines, filling the machines.
Yeah, you know. We also got a kissing booth.
Over here we've got our lineup of pins for this year. It's quite a bit more than before. We're glad to see this representation here. This is something that we don't really have a lot of ourselves. So it's really good that we have other vendors that are able to support this. I'm hoping to see more of it. Ice cold beer. You can put an ice cold beer just about anywhere and it'll get love.
Yeah, you'll get a lot of love.
Yeah, I'm still, even though I can't afford it right now, I've been contemplating it, you know, take one of those home while I can. We've got the Voodoo Ranger booth over here. Much thanks to them for sponsoring and bringing out this arcade. Let's come around front to the exhibition area here. And of course, we're running the big hitters, as it should be. I haven't really walked by here throughout the course of the con. Has this been getting a lot of use?
Yeah, it has. It absolutely has.
Yeah, good. And this was a great idea. Who actually set all this up? Was that them
This is 100 yen life.
Okay, so it is, yeah. 100 yen lights also just been great to work with. I just want to be clear with on everybody. Like, we all love working together. We all have our own strengths that we bring in, and it's just been amazing to be able to collaborate, bring in everything that that each of us are good at, because things like that, we're not ready for it.
Yeah.
You know, so. And then just also the weird games, the weird, really obscure games like this. Like, I don't have an F355. I'm not planning on getting one anytime soon. There's no way we could bring something like that out. But at the same time, we've got stuff like Solar Assault that you're never going to find anywhere else. And you bring in your own specialty of, everyone, and what we bring, like, some of these rare games, no one person can own them all. So these are the same cabinets that were here last year for 2XKO. They are now fully wrapped. I don't remember if they had finished their wraps last time, but and we looked over it a little bit on video. But these are looking super snazzy now.
Yep.
I think we lost Charlie, didn't we? We did.
Oh yeah, he's talking to the boss.
Okay. As long as they're all good, we'll just keep on going.
Let's actually go down this road on the other side right here.
Oh yeah, we missed it, didn't we?
So as you can see, we've got more anime fighters the other side of Let's talk about this row specifically, starting up here.
Oh yeah, for sure. Plenty to talk about in here. Some exciting developments, working with certain cabs as well. There's the other side of Blade.
So, what we wanted to do with this row is we wanted to highlight the history of Terry Bogard in all of the fighting games that he's in, and more. So, we've got King of Fighters, all the way up to everything on the Neo Geo in these cabinets. We've got King of Fighters Neo Wave here, King of Fighters 11, and this is King of Fighters Maximum Impact, King of Fighters 12.
So Maximum Impact, if you're not familiar, was the 3D one,
Yeah,
which is definitely like a weird black horse in the series. If you're not aware of it.
and so we also have 13 right here, King of Fighters 13. And I think, no, that King of Fighters 13's right here. So I think this is 98 Unlimited Match. 2002. 2002, okay. So, and then going over here, we've got SNK Heroines.
Which features Terry Bogard at.
Yeah, as a girl, see she's in there in the background. King of Fighters Sky Stage is the shoot 'em up King of Fighters.
Another weird spin-off that people are not very aware of.
Yeah. Fighting EX Fighting Layer. And then more Neo Geo games that is in Fail Fury Wild Ambition.
There's the dark horse in the series.
Yeah,
Yeah.
This is the dark horse. And then you've got all of the Fatal Furies on these two cabinets.
This one, by the way, is particularly one of the rarest Neo Geo cabinets left.
Yeah.
Very few of these have made it out alive at this point. I think since Charlie's a little busy, I don't know as much about the history, but maybe we'll come back if he wants to talk about it a little bit. But these pre-candy cabs are just really hard to come by. This one in particular, there's maybe only a handful of them really known left in the world. Maybe only, I think, one or two made it over here, something like that. Those are extra rare. Very cool.
And we've got some EXA units here. So a couple of EXA units. We've got another Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, Tetris Grandmaster 3, Battle Fantasia, Tekken Tag Tournament.
And we've got the, well, no, we don't have the full Tekken lineup this time, do we?
Say what?
We don't have the full Tekken lineup this time, do we?
No, we don't.
Yeah. We had that last year. This year it's Terry Bogard. Next year, who knows what it'll be.
Yeah.
We've got a classic Gundam versus Gundam. I think, is this next?
Yeah.
I think it's next. I don't remember exactly, but
maybe next year it'll be the Hockey and Rocky collection. I don't know.
that sounds fun. But yeah, this was the System 246, or 256. The System 256 had several versions of Gundam. Very rare to kind of find any of them actually set up and running anymore. We've got Puyo Esports coming more into the last of our classic cabs, or our classic, or whatever, newer HD cabs, yeah. School of Ragnarok,
Okay.
that's a rarity you don't see anymore.
So
I've actually never had the
here he
opportunity
is,
to buy
he's
this.
back. This is our favorite worst game. It is not a good game, but it is super rare, never ported to any platform, and look at that control scheme. Is it worth playing once? Yes, and never more than once.
Yeah,
School of Ragnarok.
I was just saying, I never had the opportunity to buy it. It's that opportunity might be coming up soon. I might finally get my own, and I can stop being jealous. Pokken Tournament, definitely don't see those anymore. Most of these, I think, in the last, like 2 years ago, is maybe the last time that we ever saw those around. None of the arcades in Japan kept them offline, even though they played pretty all right offline, you know. What's up? Sign.
It's a new deal.
Neo. Let's go ahead and walk by our variety stuff real quick.
We did not realize this when we brought it, but they're serving beer today at the arcade. Well, they've been for the last 3 days. Great temper. Has built-in water tank, so beer does not have to count.
Yep.
But it's the only exception to the no drinks on cash.
Once again, we have Half-Life 2 out here from Lemony.
Yep.
Is there anything new you would like to mention over last year's?
Yeah, it's having really bad hardware issues. So, we've had, this year it's been a little difficult, it's been a little bit more temperamental, primarily because we wanted to, primarily because it's been a little hot. I'm gonna get the motherboard reworked on this and capacitors replaced, all of that jazz to give it a little bit more life for a little bit longer. I have located some multiplayer server software, and I'm trying to get a hold of it for less than $1,000 because it's in China right now and tariffs and people and all that jazz. But the hope is to get the multiplayer software at least working for local multiplayer so that we can cobble together enough cabinets to actually do head-to-head games. So that's
Yep, and I'll be happy to contribute my Cyberdiver cabs to that since they will be compatible.
I was offered 2 deluxe Cyberdiver cabinets.
All right.
By somebody else, and I'm carefully considering it. So.
A couple more EXA setups over here. We've got our light gun row with Jurassic Park Lost World, Crisis Zone, Ocean Hunter. No, it is not for sale. You would not believe how many people keep asking me that. Or if you know how rare it is, then you would believe me.
Yep.
I got, last time I posted pictures from, what's it called, Impulse Bay. The very first comment was, is Ocean Hunter for sale?
Well, I know your feeling once we get over here.
Yeah, Quick and Crash. So nobody has said anything about that for Quick and Crash yet, but holy hell, is this a rare one? And of all the pictures that we've posted so far, the 2 big ones that we get a lot of comments are Quick and Crash and Lucky and Wild. And unfortunately, when we get to Lucky and Wild, that monitor is not so good.
I have had many questions of, is this for sale?
Oh yeah.
Including the person who sold it to me.
No, Quick and Crash is absolutely amazing and just another one of those games that, GameStar would never be able to provide. I don't think we're ever going to get a chance to get one of these.
We lucked out. That's
Yeah.
what it boiled down to.
Speaking of other popular games coming around to Sonic Blast Heroes, we were discussing that we probably actually should have brought out ours too, except that we're having a little bit of technical issues right now. But next year for EVO, I think absolutely we need to bring both of our Sonic
that
Blast
way we
Heroes.
go from One Punch Man to Two Punch Man.
Yeah.
Well, technical issues and also the fact that there are 4 wheels on the front of the cab, and our cab is missing 2.
Yep. So we're probably going to have to do a full replacement, and those are pretty heavy load-bearing ones. This cabinet is incredibly heavy. Largely, it's a cab that's getting punched. It moves around. So it's built out of like really solid, really heavy metal. That cab needs some
Pallet track is all day long.
some pretty solid. Yeah, Gauntlet Legends here, Panic Park. The rest of our shooters, we've got House of the Dead, Ninja Assault, and Lupin the Third. A lot of, actually, now that I think about it, half of our shooter aisle is just like really almost unobtainium. Gumbullet's easy to get now. It's honestly the only modern shooter that's easy to get. Coming around, we've got classic Bishibashi, or rather, the Bishibashi and Bishibashi channel. Let's go ahead, hop over to the other aisle here, check out the rest of the variety games. Prop Cycle, I don't think I have ever seen it unplayed. Punch Mania, our classic. The pads are not holding up the greatest, but it's been getting a lot of love. Darius Burst. We've got a lot of questions about Senor Nippon here. A lot of people haven't seen it. People that are familiar with the variety games. Even me, I didn't even know this game existed until we got one. But that's a neat one. And a Matsuri Quest, that's one you'll see in round 1 a lot. Coming around this side, we've got some of the classic rhythm games, Para Para and Dance Maniacs, two great ones. Our Tycho lineup here. And Toys March, we still have not fixed the color on this. My problem with that is the color. It's the PS2 itself. It's not the cables, it's not the monitor, it's any of that stuff. And the way the security works on that, I can't put it on anything else. I can't change out the PS2. So we're kind of stuck with that for the moment until we can get like a PS2 on it.
So, you missed my baby.
I definitely talked about it. I mentioned, like, no, I haven't seen anybody not playing it right at any point, you know. People are digging it up.
This broke on us, and it took me like 5 months to repair. The projection CRT almost killed us, but we still love this game. It is just one of the most fun, whimsical little games that Namco made in their era of just wild experience games. There's a little fan there that blows air into your face, which actually makes it a great game to cool down when you're tired of playing a dance game or something.
And I'm just impressed that the monitor looks as good as it does. Like, you might walk up and be like, it looks so dark and burned, but like, man, it's still sharp and it still works.
Yeah.
These projectors were not made to last. Not in an arcade environment, that's for sure.
Check out some of our previous videos for games.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh yeah. There's
games
some
like-
that we've just never fixed. Yeah.
Yeah, for games like Our Loop on the Third, The Shooting.
Yeah. So like this, I would really love to be bringing out the bigger Lupon. Oh, it's on the other side. I'd love to bring out the bigger Lupon. I was so tickled to get that small one because it's easier to move and the monitor. But coming over here to Classic DDR, I am wishing that we brought more DDRs so that we can mess around with it more. But here on the last day, we're running 5th mix to round out the show. We were running Max 2 earlier and Extreme. Yeah, if we had more machines, I think I would cycle all of them out like twice a day. You could get through everything. It'd be really cool. Definitely next year, let's put the extra pressure on for that second SD. Coming over here, we've got our SDs and the classic Indonesian sound Voltex.
This one is running modified Heavenly Haven because the actual version of these run on real EMUs and we don't want to pay for people to play real EMUs. But this cab is hilarious. These are real sound Voltexes. I know they look fake, but they are official cabs.
Yeah, very few people outside of the community know these things exist. And even in the community, like there's people that come in all the time, see it for the first time and just have no idea what they're looking at. But yeah, these are super cool. It's really neat that you were able to bring those out.
So, fun story, these are originally Ultra Doll Deluxe cabs.
Yeah.
And they converted over to Voltex.
You can see this is where you would print your cartridge.
Yeah. Yeah, they sadly didn't give us a generator, so you can't print cards.
Yeah. Moving on down the line, the rest of the rhythm section. We went a little bit light on it this time because we wanted to lean much heavier into the candy section. And I think even if we could have done more candies, we would have. You'd feel like if we could have done more candies, we would have, wouldn't we?
We brought every candy that was functioning out of our warehouse.
Yeah, and pretty much us too. I was just commenting like the rhythm section is just a little bit small now because we want to do more of that, you know. However, I did go out of my way. I pushed to bring 4 beat streams. I didn't pay attention to how much it got played, but I was hoping that maybe someone that came in would know and you get a 4-player match going or whatnot. But there's maybe like twice a year where you get 4 beat streams out in one place. Starwing Paradox. The monitor on this one is doing some wonky shit. But I try to push to bring one of these out to every show that we can, the bigger ones, just because it's gone. You can't find it anywhere else. We've had a lot of people come up to us and comment that just the shock at seeing it in the first place. Coming along here is our Lucky and Wild, which again, unfortunately, the monitor is down right now. It's one of the sharpest and best monitors we've ever had. So it's kind of unfortunate, but we'll get that fixed up. I noticed, I didn't know if you noticed this earlier, Abe, but the way these are leaning, they've actually been wearing the plastic here. Yeah. Like, I'm not sure if they're supposed to actually sit like this, but like, I don't see how that would happen just from regular play. I don't know. Over here, loop and the shooting and typing of the dead. I guess we should talk about Techno Drive. If anyone has anything to say about Techno Drive. I actually haven't even gotten a chance to see it running yet because I haven't been going out.
It's a wild mini game of cars and stuff. I don't know, it's super cool.
Yeah,
I really enjoy
it's a super cool game. Check it out.
It's like the Shoebox channel with the steering wheel.
Yeah.
And I'm jealous you have one. Also, one of the best cab bodies in the game.
Small denture.
Maybe that's it. Hey, look, there's another game with 3 screens.
Yeah, I was commenting on it. Yeah. That's a fun one to move.
Yeah, this is F355 Challenge, famous for being one of the most accurate simulators of an F355 Ferrari. Awful to work on. Triple blast screens, 4 Naomis in it. And it's royal pain in the ass to move. It wants to tip over whenever you move it. Very, not like ridiculously rare, but hard to find them in decent conditioning.
Yeah. And I mean, you look at it, how do you strap that in a truck? How do you pack it efficiently in a truck? We were talking about it last night. They did not design arcade games to move around all the time. Yep. That's not a market that that these makers are really aware of. Our Dirt Dash, it's been in other videos before, but also just notable, and it's one of the best monitors we've ever had. And the overall condition of the cabinet for how old it is absolutely incredible. Battle Gear 4, that's another one people keep asking if it's for sale. Love to get more of those. There is a private network for this. Should get it on that sometime. Battle Gear 3. Then our lineup of Naomi stand-ups. A good selection of them. Crazy Taxi, of course. Wild Riders for sure, though. This is a neat game. If you've never checked it out, give this a play. 18-wheeler. You've seen a lot of these. Jabba Safari. I'm going to let Lemony speak for this one.
This was the roughest cabinet I have ever seen in my entire life. It was actually given to me by Game Saru, essentially as a parts cabinet. There were tons of things missing. The chassis was missing. The tube wasn't working. The front bezel was cracked from here all the way around, and the pedals were so worn down I had to replace the gears because they were flat.
Yeah, I was missing feet if I remember right.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, this cabinet, so I bought it at Captain's, and it was, I think, a $25 after midnight special. The monitor did work, and we pulled the chassis for something else, which is why you didn't have it.
Yep.
I don't remember if it came with the monitor back cover, but it had all these problems with it. The steering wheel, I remember, had like chunks chewed out of it, basically.
Yep.
Lemony has done an incredible job turning this cabinet into what it is. This is my first time seeing it in person since it's been done, and like, I mean, I'm just incredibly proud of.
I do have the monitor bezel and the original tube. I'm getting the chassis for the original tube serviced right now, so it'll have the zebra print stickers above it and below it as soon as I get that monitor chassis back. But yeah, I think the only thing that's wrong with it now is that the marquee light doesn't turn on. That's it.
And that's easy.
Yeah.
Coming around to Mario Kart, the sit-down Crazy Taxi. Now here's an unusual one if Charlie comes back. This is Road's Edge, which runs on the Hyper Neo Geo 64, which was a nightmare of a hardware. There's 2 games here. There's this and was it Slam Show?
The Fatal Fury Wild Ambition was on it.
Yeah, Fatal Fury Wild Ambition. So yeah, it's a really rare hardware from Neo Geo. It's honestly not that good. There isn't really anything significant on it, but like this cab in general is just a really obscure, interesting one to have. Yeah, okay, there you go. Okay, good. I wanted you to talk about this.
This game is bad, but it is one of the rare Hyper Neo Geo 64 games which does have a very unique look to it. And it's not, the first few plays, it's not bad, but it's not a good game in the long term. Saying that, cool, rare, that's the story of most of my games. Very medium, but very interesting. I do love how the Hyper Neo Geo looks. It has a very interesting, it's got a different way it renders than the PlayStations of the era.
Yeah, it looks very crisp.
Yep.
Well, I mean, oh yeah, in general. This one has an LCD mod, but you almost can't even notice it from a distance. This is the way an LCD mod should be done.
Yep.
Looks very good though. Did we? I think we hit everything. Did we? Yeah. So, anything else to say in closing?
Come to EVO. It's a great arcade. It'll be even better next year.
Yeah, definitely going bigger next year. A lot of empty space this time. It's been good to have, but I think we're going to try and fill that in. We'll talk to them. I think big thing for us is just kind of improving the quality of what we got, the layout, maybe, you know, be able to put games more into like sections and plan it out a little bit more in advance. But this year we've definitely planned it better than before, and like honestly, the condition of the cabs, the monitors, everything just is so much more shopped out this time around. And just for reference, I think towards the end of this I'm going to be doing like the teardown a little bit, and we'll take a look at how many cabs went down, because that number is much smaller than it has been in the past, and I'm actually very impressed and very proud of our crew for, you know, keeping our percentage of up games as high as it is. At any rate, I guess we'll break it here for the moment. I might, after this, I'm gonna do a quick, just regular walkthrough. I'll timestamp it so that if anyone wants to just see the games that are here, you can watch that. And then we'll come back at the end, do teardown, and kind of walk over the process a little bit and see you out from there. At any rate, for now, we'll see you in a sec. Take care.
Merry Christmas.
All right, as you can see, we're back in the warehouse, and we did not do a tear down, load out, and unload portion. We got we got extremely overloaded with emergencies and various tasks throughout the business, but everything is back in gonna go off to storage to drop off the last few things in the morning. But we've got all of our Blast City panels here, PCBs all for the most part kind of brought back in here. We just didn't have a chance to do all that, but I wanted to finish up by taking a quick little walk through this particular warehouse where most of our show stuff that isn't in storage goes. We got it all back in. And that's it for our EVO 2025. We'll be back next year, bigger, stronger, better. Gonna a little more, even more organized. Do a little bit more different layouts of candies and whatnot. Hopefully work a little bit closer with a couple companies and bring you some more exciting things as well. So this is a long bit of a walk here. Thank you for those who stuck around all the way to the end. Thank you for those of you who came out and gave us your words of support during the con. We'll see you next year. June, I believe. It's earlier, so we got less than what, 10 months to get this all done. And we'll be out there again. As always, stay safe, take care, be well, and we'll see you next time.